All right, everybody. Welcome to our summer WOD. The workout of the day is heavy. So we have heavy day coming at us today. I'm going to be using a set of 45-pound dumbbells. If you have a roller, please grab it. If you don't have a roller, just kind of run through the general warm-up that we kind of usually do. I'm going to have us start on the roller at our upper back. So make sure that your core is gently engaged. You want to be able to control the pelvis, keep the upper back, getting some movement here, but grab a little bit through the core so you can keep your low back stable. Good job. Just keep that roll, maybe focus a little bit more, stay a little longer on spots that maybe feel a little more tender. We're going to be hitting up little interims of the core through a boat pose with little reaches. We're going to reach out toward targets along the way, imaginary targets. All right. Let your hips drop and put the roller on the base of your scapula, and then just open your elbows out behind you so you can get a little back extension here. Keep the core gently engaged, opening through the chest and the shoulders. Reach your hands up and back behind you. Fold them back in, and then go ahead and lift. And then again, open back. Gentle contraction through the core. Elbows are out wide. Feel the chest spread, your collarbones open. Extend your arms up and back behind you. And then fold them back in and then lift. Perfect. Let's go back into that roll. Back and forth. Be careful rolling down low on the low back. Make sure that you have that core engaged to support. And then let's roll on into the glutes. So lean onto one side if you're on that left side. Put a little bit more push and oomph onto that left side. So your right leg's pretty bent. Over time, you'll kind of figure out how your body manages the rolling. I feel like it takes some time to get control of the roll, where to put your arms, and just your body build up, your mechanics, how long, switch to that other glute, how long your arms are compared to how long the torso is. I know it's going to make things a little bit more awkward at some points, but I would challenge you to not give up, to not stop rolling. Keep going with it, to build a little routine. I love to roll. Just, even if it's only 2 minutes. Maybe it's just your upper back, maybe it's just your hamstrings, maybe it's just your quads. And then let's get our hamstrings here. And then the other side. Okay, and then we're going to start off with just a little cardio push. And then we'll get going on our heavies. I hope that you are getting to the point you like heavy days. I look forward to them. I really enjoyed our cycles series where we got some heavy days put in. All right, go ahead and drop into your downward facing dog. Find your core. Take a nice deep inhale. Push the chest back, tucking your tailbone back just a little bit. Slide your shoulder blades down, hollow out your armpits. Feel the core engage, your pelvic floor. Perfect. Go ahead and bring your body all the way through for an upward facing dog, back extension, open through the chest. Make sure that you're not collapsing into the neck and shoulders. Push your hips up and back, and then let's walk back into our low squat. Drop onto the hips, maybe a little swivel side to side. And we're going to do it circuit style today so that we have a little bit of different grab in the body and the muscles. Coming back around, maybe we can keep our rep ranges just a little bit higher. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's come up for some jumping jacks, belly strong. Just getting some movement while also generating a little bit more heart rate, a little bit more breath. Find your flexion through the abdomen. You're opening and shutting those legs. Build the glutes, or at least feel them engaging and working here. They're a big part of our jumps. Always a good time to check in with your pelvic alignment too. I find that I can get some loss of core, and then my pelvis starts tipping forward. Keep going, not done yet. All right, last 10. Perfect, okay? Let's do a little shuffle tap. I should also mention we are going to be using a bench. I'm going to use this bench, so a box or a bench or a chair that you can do a supported box row on. All right, a little lateral shuffle, tap toward the ground. Again, just generating some movement, getting the heart rate to pop up just a little. Getting hips moving, opening a little bit wider, sinking down a little deeper. Again, stable through the pelvis. Think about rotating through your mid-back, tugging and tightening under that rib cage. Ten, 9, 8. Three, 2, 1. All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit up our rep ranges, gearing up first for a deadlift. So, toes at about hip width. You can open them wider if that helps. Make sure you keep shoulders and pelvis lined up. 6 to 12 reps. That's our range. Keeping your upper back nice and flat. Good job. Feel those hamstrings lengthen. And then the glutes set in. That's what's pushing and generating our force to the top. You have good flexion on your upper back, supporting the load on the arms, but your lift is coming through the glutes. Last one. Perfect. All right. Down onto the ground. Find your boat pose. Flexing into your abdomen and core. Bring your legs up. Tighten in deep. Hands together. Target up to the right. Up to the left. Mid to the right. Mid to the left. Down to the right. Down to the left. And back. Out. Right. Mid left. Mid right. Mid left. Mid right. And done. Lower down. Hug your knees into the chest. Let's see about getting up off the ground without using our hands. And we're going to head to that box row. All right. If you don't have a long box, feel free to just angle with your arm. In fact, I'll start there this time. So if my left hand's on the bench, left leg is bent, trying to level off your hips and shoulders. Pull your elbow in tight. 2, I want to keep my hips level and stable. My back long. My core strong. Whatever you get on this side, we've got to get on the other side. 10. All right, switching to the other side. Still using the core. Set in. Wonderful thing about going heavy is you really do get that full body working. You have to build flexion everywhere in order to keep the stability. 9, 10. All right, back to our boats. Find that flexion through the core. Up left, up right, mid left, mid right, bottom left, bottom right, bottom left, mid right, mid left, up right, up left. Hug your knees. This time pull wide into your armpits. And then again, crossing your feet. And we're going to come on up. All right. We're going to go into lunges. We're going to do a static lunge. I don't know if I've ever done 90 pounds on a lunge, but I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so start squared off. Take the one leg back. Make sure it stays hip width from the other one. Drop down and press up. You are going too heavy if you cannot keep range. You should be able to drop all the way down so the knee barely touches the ground. Keep the knee and toe lined up. And I'm going to go for 10. You know, you went heavy enough. You need a little break between. Because sometimes when we rush, then we lose form and flexion. Square off, line up, leg drops back. Try to recognize compensations. The body's going to figure out how to try to make it easier. 4. We want to make it tough. Staying in range and form. 8, block the core. You have to get core locked to support low back. 10. All right, not bad. Back down. Here we go, boat. Find your core first. Up to the right, up to the left. Let's go again. Top left, mid right, mid left, bottom right, bottom left, mid right, mid left, top right, top left. Bring it in, extend your right leg long, twist the left leg over, Other side. Bring your right leg in and twist it over. See if you can get up without using your hands. However works for you. You can even try it different ways. Maybe crisscross, one leg forward, dead rows, whatever works. The goal is just getting up without using your hands. All right. 6 to 12 dead rows. Pack your back, find your hinge, row straight back to your hip flexor. Feel that upper back build. Nine, 11, 12. Beautiful. All right. Back down. Back to our boat. Upper right. Upper left. Mid right. Mid left. Lower right. Lower left. Lower right. Mid left. Mid right. Upper left. Upper right. I feel like 2 rounds is definitely the right way to go. Good. And then drop it back. Hug your knees in. Again. Little circles if you'd like. Little switches. All right. Let's rock and roll. Bring it up. Beautiful job. We're back to the beginning. Deadlifts. Whew. Strong core. Strong back. Braced legs. Feel the body. Where are you putting the load? Feel the heels. Screw into the ground. Popping your hips, setting into place without pushing the hips forward. All right. Bring it down. Find that flexion. Left up, right up, mid left, mid right. Just keep with it. If you go a little faster or a little slower, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Going back to the top. Done. Rock back. Bring your knees wide. Pull knees into the chest. Rock back and forth. Here we go. Up and at 'em. Okay. I'm going to start on my left side this time for my supported row, my box row. See if you can feel those hips level off. So usually it means you've got to kind of pull the front hip back a little and that back hip forward. I know our grip and forearms might be getting tired, but it's good. It's all a part of the process. Get a little more into the core. And we're back. Other side. If you're hanging out with lighter weights and you can chug a lot faster and get a lot more, that's your progression for today. 8. I'm going to get a little more into that lat. So make adjustments if you're not finding the right spots. 12. There was a study, I just heard it was only 8 weeks, so they don't know about long term, but in 8 weeks, whether you progress with more load, so heavier weights, or with higher reps, you get the same benefits in hypertrophy. It's really comes down to just progressing. Now, if you're at 30 reps, maybe it's time to get some heavier dumbbells. Just saying. But if you're not able to, because of finances or space, whatever else, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Find progression one way or the other. Oh, and drop back. Extend your right leg long. Twist the left over. Oh my gosh, you guys, this feels so good. Other side, left leg long, right leg over. Beautiful. Okay, up and at 'em. Good job. And we're in our lunges. All right. Gearing up. One leg forward, one leg back. Find those squared off hips. So your feet have to be hip width to get that really squared off going really well. 2. Our target is that front pushing glute. And the way that you get that is by pushing through the heel. 8. 10. Oh. Other side. All right, lock and load. Find those squared off hips. Work your range. Find your front glute. Nine. Full lift. 10. I lost grip. I almost lost it. Find your boat. 1, 1, 2, 2. Back to the right and the left. All the way back down and back up again. Feel that core. Tuck it in. The goal is not your arms, right? Sometimes when things are moving, in fact, just hold an isometric. Sometimes when things are moving, that becomes our goal. That becomes what we're focused on. And we miss out on what we're really here for. All right, bring it up. Dead rows. So perhaps next time in your boat, it's about just holding the boat. Or for the lunges, hold that Samson lunge. Isometric hold. If you haven't done any ISO classes with us, you should check them out. I think it really trains really healthy flexion. Okay. Hinge it forward. Back's our focus, upper back. Behind your armpits. Neutral spine. Find your pinch between the shoulder blades. Good job. Back down. Okay, so like I said, finding that flexion through the abdominals, that's our goal. Focus the core. Now, moving the arms forces us to have to hold balance, maybe work the core a little more because the arms are moving around, but ultimately, what matters is tightening under that rib cage. All right, pull your knees wide into your armpits. Last round to go. We're gonna hit this third round. All right, deadlifts to start. Stretch those forearms. Maybe you're suffering like I am, but it's good. I used to suffer with 30s and now look, 45, so you just got to keep going. You get there. Maybe it's just a round with heavy, and then next time you stay a little lighter. All right, I'm gonna get 3 more. But my poor little left arm, that's also crazy. Difference left to right. Nice. Okay, back down boat. I'm gonna try to add in a little forearm stretch. Why not? Focus that tuck. Tuck that tailbone under a little. Tighten it though. You will get a little rounding. All right. Flip it over. A little more stretch here. Be smart. Not worth jacking anything up. Tired forearms is one thing. But if you're noticing anything else, maybe back off. It's fine. All right. Here we go. Squaring off hips. Finding the lat. Bracing the core. And 8. Okay. Second side. Finding that back. That's our purpose. That's our goal. Keeping the hips level. Nice job. Okay. Back into our boats. We are really rowing far today, friends. Up, up, middle, middle, down, 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 middle, middle, up, 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 middle, middle, down, 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 middle, middle, up, up. All right. Lunges. I'm going to hold one side. I can just tell my forearm needs a little longer break. That's okay. I can focus on really tightening in, finding traction, heel to toe. Feeling that front hamstring glute, scoring off the hips. Nine. 12. All right. Other side. Squaring off the hips. Feel that glute engage. All right, back to the boat. Getting close. Up, up, middle, middle, down, 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 middle, middle, up, 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 middle, middle, down, 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 middle. Tight. Oh, perfect. Bring those knees out wide. Roll it up. Here we go. I do have grips, so maybe it's time to use those. If your grip is giving out before the actual targeted muscle, back, glutes, then could be time to bring those grips out. Belly strong, hinge it forward. 9, 10, build the back. 12. Oh. All right, one more boat. Great job. I'm so glad we got all 3 rounds. Set it in. Just a little more. Can you flex any deeper? Oh, perfect. All right. Let's get those hamstrings. Good old deadlifts. So you can grab a towel or a strap, or if you have the flexibility, wrap around your calf or your thigh. Bury that hip, that left hip, if you're on the left side, into the ground. So feel your pelvis level off. Watch your breath, count it out. Go for 3 or 4 seconds. And then cross your ankle over your knee. So if you can take the time to do a little breath work post-exercise, post-workout, then you're really helping set yourself up for better recovery, better rest results. One more, count it in. 1, 2, 3, and then out. 1, 2, 3. Keep your legs crossed or the left leg crossed. Drop your right foot onto the ground at hip width and then rock and roll it over. Keeping that right foot out where it was, please. Three in or 4. 3 in or 3 out or 4. One more. And then roll in. All right. Other side. Focus on your habits, on your behaviors, success in behaviors, even if it's one healthy behavior right now, is really what adds up to outcome, what adds up to results. So no matter what encouraged you to get here in the first place, what you're going for, if you're hoping for a number on the scale or a look or a physique, try not to focus too much on external. Go ahead and cross over, get your glutes. Make sure you're still in that breathing pattern, but in the behaviors. So when the behaviors set in and become habits, regardless of what life throws at you, then you will be able to sustain and maintain. So even right now, if it means you're not dropping weight, you're not gaining weight, I hope. Behaviors. The moment that you restrict or get eccentric or extreme, sometimes can be the moment that that's all you can think about anymore. So you want to look for healthy patterns, healthy behaviors, healthy lifestyle. Drop it over to the side as opposed to these extreme phases. Occasionally we do go through challenge months where we try to really build on behaviors and systems. Some of you start from scratch. Some of you have done a few rounds, so it's really either reinforcing behaviors that have kind of dropped off over time or building on to those is really the dream world. And then a lot of times when you can get out of the way of focusing on outcome and results, the stress lessens, your sleep gets better, things start humming, and it could be a couple years, but eventually you wake up one morning and you realize I'm healthy, I'm fit, I have energy, I'm not in pain, I'm not counting, stressing, restricting, withholding, feeling deprived or angry or depressed. You just living the life. You're just doing your thing. And that's the ultimate goal. At least it sounds beautiful and sounds wonderful and makes it much easier to sustain and maintain. So I hope that you can find that. One small system, one small behavior at a time. All right. I will see you again tomorrow. Enjoy your summer day.